There are really three main protagonists that you need to focus on: Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan. So with the Marvels movie coming out soon, and as someone who is not a big fan of Captain Marvel, I thought to myself, gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if someone on YouTube could recap everything I needed to know before watching the Marvels movie? And thanks to the magic of content creation, I'm here to do that for you. Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we talk all things video games and comic books. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another episode like this. Also, quick shout out to our Patreon, check the link out down below for behind the scenes access. Captain Marvel, the main star of the movie, is Carol Danvers. She is from Earth and was hit with an explosion from a Kree device that basically imbued her with amazing skills. It made her a Kree and human hybrid, and it allowed her to be able to fly, shoot energy blasts from her hands, move at pretty much super speed, be able to breathe in space, has insane superhuman abilities and strength, and has enhanced durability to be able to take those smacks from people that are using the Power Stone. Monica Rambeau is personally a favorite of mine and somebody that I want to be able to see more of in this movie. She was originally in the first Captain Marvel movie as a kid and grew up and was in the WandaVision show. Now we all know that Wanda went pretty crazy for a little bit there and took control of an entire town. During that time, she put an entire hex barrier all the way around the town that was multi-layered with lots of different spells and incantations to be able to protect not only herself, but all of the people that are inside the town, and to keep them from getting out and keep other people from getting in. When Monica crossed the barriers and passed through all the different hex layers, her cells were completely rewritten, thus giving her unique superhuman abilities, which we don't quite know all of the extent of her abilities, but we can imagine that she can probably fly, has enhanced durability, and uniquely has the power to phase through objects. At least that's one of the biggest things that she can do in the comics, but one of the coolest things that she can do in the comics, which I'm hoping to see in the movie, is that she can transform herself into any form of energy. Gamma radiation, ultraviolet rays, a wider range of all these different things that she can turn herself into. And in the comics, she is effectively immortal since she only gets stronger when she gets near the brink of death. Up next is a pretty well-known fan favorite, and that is Ms Marvel, or Kamala Khan. Now, she particularly gets her powers from two unique places. One is with herself, she has a genetic mutation, at least in the show, a lot different than the comics, but we'll put that aside for now. And due to the genetic mutation in her own cells and in her body, the family heirloom bracelet that she has actually pulls energy from a place called the Nor dimension. And essentially what that's doing is that it's working with the genetic mutation in her body, something that other members of her family have had, and allows her to manipulate light energy into solid constructs. Again, completely different than the comics since she was pretty much like a Mr. Fantastic in the sense of she can stretch her body limbs out, but one of the unique things of herself in the comics is that she can not only stretch her arms and her legs and all these different things, but she can also enlarge or shrink down other parts of her body or her whole body as it was. And so they kind of are doing the same thing, but this time with light energy constructs. But now she's able to do a lot more things, like, for instance, create steps in the air, and even put up a shield to defend herself. Now, it is confirmed that the villain of this movie will be none other than Tom Hiddleston's fiancée. Well, you might not have known that, but you'll know her by her name, which is benn. Now, benn was originally a male in the comics, and so gender swapping this particular villain isn't honestly that big of a deal, and hopefully we'll see a very unique story, especially considering this person is so minor they didn't even fight Captain Marvel in the comics themselves. Not much is even known about their origin, and of course we'll know these things once we actually watch the movie, but from what we've seen, it looks like she'll have enhanced durability, possibly enhanced strength, possibly even the ability to shoot energy blasts from either the power coming from herself or the different tools that she's using, such as the hammer from Ronan, or it looks like she's also wearing a bracelet that is very similar to Ms Marvel's. Now, of course, there is a lot to unpack once we actually see the movie, and be sure to subscribe so you can watch my own thoughts of what I think of the movie once it actually comes out. But it'll be very interesting to see the dynamic of all three heroes, namely Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan, especially considering they are widely different from each other. Oh yeah, and Nick Fury is in this with Sabre, and there was this whole thing going on with Secret Invasion, but I'm willing to bet that that is honestly not even going to play any role in this movie, because a lot of the MCU shows don't seem to really translate into the movies themselves. But that said, be sure to check out this video right here where you'll see my own thoughts on why I'm not that excited to see the Marvels movie, but being the person that I am, I will for sure be watching the Marvels and giving you my own opinion on this movie when it comes out. And if you've stuck around for this long, be sure to check to make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss the next episode. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.